Hey, time travelers, welcome to another episode of the Lunch Table Podcast. For this review, we will be discussing the second Doctor Who 70th or 60th, one of them, anniversary special that just released on Disney Plus. We had some thoughts about the first one that came before it. Akram, what did you think of this one?
Well, there was a huge issue with the TARDIS, but if you ask me, that shit was retardis. And besides that, no, this episode was better than the first special. I'm not going to lie. They put a lot of their politics into the first episode. I think a lot of people can agree, and it wasn't really genuine. In fact, kind of disrespectful. This episode, they had Sir Isaac Newton as like a Polynesian guy or something like that. But besides that, it was all about mystery. And I found myself really invested in the mystery and actually liking the outcomes of certain things. And plus it experimented with space. And it gave unique concepts, which I am aware that Doctor Who always delivers on that front. And without a doubt, I actually feel like this is probably going to be better than the third one because Neil Patrick Harris is in the third one, and whenever he's involved, I don't know if it's going to be good. So, but for the most part, yeah, it was a pretty solid episode. What's your thoughts?
I have to agree, much better than the previous one. This, to me, actually felt like it should have been the first one. It definitely had the energy of Series 4 with Doctor and Donna. I think it was much better written, and I think there was something interesting about it. It always has that. Russell plays with like mystery a lot. There's always like these misdirections that he uses in some of the older episodes. I think he definitely encapsulated that in this special, and it was an hour-long episode, but it goes by. There's so many. It really like hooks you in as you keep finding out like little things. And he loves to play with the idea of like these grand like philosophical ideas of like space and like nothing. What does the edge of the universe look like too? Mm-hmm. There was actually, I think, even an older episode where they were on a spaceship too. It was like a spaceship that was like stuck in time or something. So that it kind of reminded me of that episode. We have like these. Well, it's like a slowed down spaceship, and then we have like these weird like aliens. I thought they were actually like really interesting, like that they don't have a concept of like shape or form. Mm-hmm. So he always like has these cool ideas for like monsters. And you know, the Doctor and Donna were great in this episode. I think Catherine and David really haven't lost their touch. I love just that scene where they were reminiscing about like what they're leaving behind, because they're stuck on the spaceship, and the TARDIS just like dips and goes with the Metakain somewhere. But Donna's like, you know, she's thinking about her family, and then like the Doctor is like thinking about the TARDIS because like that's kind of like his love in a way. So I thought that was like a unique concept, like what they're leaving behind, and they kind of like bond over, you know, this struggle that they're happening because they're stuck, and you know, it felt definitely like perilous in this situation. But I love the design of the ship too. I think the color grading was like really nice too, like the set design. Sometimes the CGI felt a little bit weird, but that's Doctor Who's like hit or miss sometimes with that. But yeah, what are your thoughts?
Well, for sure you could tell the budget's bigger. I mean, it definitely in scale and everything just blended really well. So I commend them for that. And it kind of submerses me more into Doctor Who, because Doctor Who is like, in general, it's like there's a lot of cheesy stuff going on in like the series in total. But for this, it was like, this is really high budget, and that's that Disney money, really. I have a problem with, what's her name? Soapy Catherine? What's Catherine's character name again?
Tate.
Yeah, her character, like, she just comes off as like, after she did that coffee thing, I was like, you bitch, because she's like, I didn't know, shit. And that bothered me. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of bothered me, because it's like, you know, well, she got hers at the end of the day, because that, let me tell you, this episode is really frightening as well. I love the misdirection too, because I was really questioning who the hell, you know, who's this, who's the real, and then so that was really cool how they actually pulled that off. And I think later on, though, I think the pacing wasn't bad. It was like a mystery, and it became kind of like a cat and mouse thing. And it was a game of like wits as well. And I thought, well, literally a game of wits, because they had to stop thinking, for example. So It was really for some reason I felt really claustrophobic in some moments as well. So I don't know. This episode had a lot of things going on, but watch me saying like all these things, and then everyone else later on is gonna talk so much shit, like say like this was trash, whatever. I'm like, oh,
it wasn't bad. I have to say it wasn't bad. It definitely had the wit of, like I said, the original run. I think it was much better. I mean, sometimes you could see like the politics thrown here and there, but it wasn't like as in your face as the previous episode. That's what makes me worried about the final one, if it's going to be like in the same tone as that, or if it'll be like this one perhaps. But overall, I thought it wasn't bad. If I had to rate it, I would probably give it 7 out of 10. How about you? Actually, no, I would give it 8. I'm sorry, because I gave the last one a 7, so I'll give this one an 8.
Yeah, no, I think I give it like, I actually will take your rating. I think I give it like a 7 out of 10. I thought it wasn't bad. Definitely better than the first episode. But honestly, the first episode left such a sour taste in my mouth. And now I don't know how the third one will be. But at least this episode was pretty enjoyable, to say the least. Well, MEEP, take us away.
I hope Disney doesn't lose their money like Donna after this shit.
Yeah, I know. I know. She probably threw her coffee at their rendering computers and stuff like that. That's
right. Well, guys, let us know in the comments what you thought of this episode and what you think we'll see perhaps for the final special, and where you think Doctor Who will go from here. But yeah, stick around, guys. Check out our channel. Sub if you enjoyed our content. We do plenty of reviews. We've done a Doctor Who Revisited special as well. But thank you guys so much, and until then, thanks very much for this.
See you guys.